Okay, thanks everybody for joining, and hello YouTube. Today we're going to be talking about how you can generate real estate leads by using Facebook lead forms for as little as $1 a day. I'm getting leads anywhere from $1 to $3 a pop. Extremely accurate whenever it comes down to their name, their number, their email. It's around 90 to 95% accuracy on the contacts that I'm getting. Now, really quick, I'm not going to be showing you guys how to build a Facebook business manager or how to get your ad account set up, how to get your pixel in your website. What we're going to be doing is how to build a Facebook lead form for just $1 a day, 30 bucks a month, and you're going to be getting leads. I want you to pay attention to this column right here, the cost per result. I run what I'm going to show you today. I run it in probably around 20 different states across the country. Heck, even in Canada, people are running the same thing I'm going to be showing you. And we see it anywhere from about sometimes less than $1, but up to $3 cost per lead. And all you got to do is just pay $1 a day. Now, what these look like, maybe you've even seen some of them before. You can do a lot of different things with this ad. This is the one we're going to make today. I'm just going after home deals at a certain price range, so $350 plus. It's basically a free list of homes though, right? I could say new construction, free list of new construction. I could say a free list of first-time home buyer deals. I could say a free list of pool homes whenever it's freaking hot as heck down here. But I know I could just run home deals anywhere. So love these newly listed home deals starting at $350 plus in the Lafayette Parish area. So this would be your market area, obviously. But when they tap on this, they're not going to your website or a squeeze page. They're not leaving Facebook yet. What a Facebook lead form is this. Let me scroll down. This is what we're going to build. When they interact with it, you're going to have a form pop up. We're going to have certain questions to this form. I don't care what CRM you're using, KV Core, Top Producer, Lion's Desk, Chime, Wise Agent, KW Command. It don't matter. Just about every CRM, you can shoot these leads automatically in there. Isn't that nice to know? Like in the last 30 days, Lori, these 11 leads, she did not have to manually put in her database. I'm going to be showing y'all how you can shoot these leads into your CRM. All right, let's get rolling. Again, I'm in my Facebook ad account. I'm going to have resource links in the YouTube, in the description of the YouTube video, but right now we're just building the campaign. I'm not showing you how to make an ad account. I'm not showing you how to make a business manager. If you already have all that done, then it's time to build a campaign. So top left, create. When building a lead form, you want to use leads right here. I'm going to select leads. Continue. And we'll hit continue again. Oops, looks like Facebook is doing something new. Give me 1 second. Let's delete that. We'll hit create, go back to leads, hit continue. And we want to do a manual leads campaign. All right, it looks like Facebook has changed some stuff. They're trying to automate it a little bit. Let's do manual control, trust me. Okay, campaign name. Try to get in the habit of naming your campaigns. I'm telling you, if you're someone who's even ran Facebook campaigns in the past, you don't want it to keep looking like this at the bottom where it just says event open house or something random like new leads campaign. Start organizing your ad account. So I'm going to name this my lead forms. And I guess maybe just free list, because it's always going to be a free list type of lead form I'm always going to do. And I'm going to do test on this just so I know it's my test. Categories. You have to select housing or your ad's not going to run. Okay, scrolling down. If I'm skipping over it, trust me, you skip over it too. You don't need to know every little thing going on in here. I'm just going over the things that you do need to know in order to make what I'm showing you. Okay, so for this little campaign level, that's all we're doing. We're naming it. We're making sure that it's a housing ad. Next. Confirm. Ad set name. This is our audience. This is where we're going to pick the geo-targeting, and this is also what we're going to pick, you know, the types of interest, right? Zillow, Trulia, what the people are interested in. So it's starting out conversions. Yes, we're wanting to do the instant forms. It's going to come from my Facebook page that I'm using because I already have all that set up. And let's keep scrolling down just a little bit. Very first thing, maybe some of y'all have been a victim of this if you've done Facebook campaigns in the past. It defaults it to $20 a day. I honestly, I hate that because I've seen people have to spend thousands of dollars and try to get refunds. You can do as minimum of $1 a day. And this is what I run for a lot of my agents all around the country. $1 a day, 30 bucks a month, 360 something bucks a year for a simple lead flow, right? So make sure you change this to $1 a day. Okay, we're going to let this just run. And now we're kind of getting into the audiences. So location. Don't be the person who just targets the entire United States, right? 250 million people over here on my estimated size. Let's change that. And I'm going to use Lafayette as my example for this lead form. Let's get rid of the United States and let's search for our location. I'm going to type in Lafayette. And there's Lafayette, Louisiana. And I'll probably do a 15-mile radius. That's got Youngsville, Lafayette, Karen Crow. I know Broussard's over here. So it's getting most of the main areas all around Lafayette Parish, which is, if you're not familiar with Louisiana, the counties are called parishes. But it pretty much gets Lafayette Parish right here. If I wanted it to be a little bigger, I could make it 20 miles, 25. But since this is a housing ad, you have to understand you cannot go less than 15 miles. You can't make this 10 or 5 or 1 mile radius. Since it's a housing, it's a minimum of 15 miles. You'll also note the locations up here. I always just leave it to people living in or recently in when I'm running a free list. But there is different things you could do, like people living, people traveling. But I just do both, people living or recently in the location. Okay, can't do anything to the age because it is a housing ad. You have to leave it at 18 to 65 plus. Same thing with the gender. Can't do anything with that because it is a housing ad. But this is where I can get to my detailed targeting. So everybody pay attention to my reach right now on the right-hand side. It's telling me in my 15-mile radius around Lafayette, around 340,000, 5,000 people I can reach. But I can get that a little bit more targeted by changing my detailed targeting. Hit edit. Now also that link I just put in Zoom chat for those of you who are here, the little freebie today, your cheat sheet, that's going to have the audience on here. So the same audience I'm putting, you can use your cheat sheet for it. So Zillow, Trulia. Go with starter home, property finder, and realtor.com. Now, trust me, yes, I could hit suggestions. There's a lot of different real estate stuff you could be using. But personally, I've been running these for a few years, like I said, in a lot of different places of the country, getting the same results. And this is pretty much my audience that I'm using as of right now. But remember, we were at around 350,000 people. Yeah, we can provide the link again. I'll drop that at the end, the cheat sheet link, and get it to you. But this was at 350,000 people. Now I just cut that in half a little bit because I'm wanting to go after people who are interested in this, but it's in this 15-mile circle. Okay, this is my ad set. Remember the levels, all right? I was at the campaign level, which we named this the lead form and made it a housing ad. Now we're at the ad set level where I picked my geo-targeting and my audience. And again, let's stay organized. Don't leave names like this, new lead ad set. You don't even know what that is. I'm gonna put Lafayette, 15 plus mile. Okay, and everything else is good. Again, I put $1 a day, 15 miles around my market area, and that's the audience that I'm going to be using. Let's hit next. Now I'm at the ad level. There's 3 levels to a Facebook campaign. There's the campaign level at the top. It's the ad set level, and then the ad level. So if you connect your Instagram for that same $1 a day, you don't spend any more, your ad could show up on Facebook and Instagram. I would advise you to connect it. Okay, we do want to create an ad. It's going to be a single image. And let's get down here. So it's just pulling whatever my cover photo of my business page on Facebook is. That's all it's doing right now. So I'm going to remove that. And I want to add my own image. Okay, so let me first show you what we're basically building. This is another agent's. We're making a free list of homes. So let's talk about this. Depending on the market you're in, try to pick something that's not too crazy, right? I mean, don't be saying $5 million plus if your average home is around 300,000 or something in your market. But try to pick home deals around a good certain price. I don't like to say always 200 to 400 or 200 to 300. I've been seeing just across the board, when you say starting at a certain price or below a certain price, you just get more leads at a cheaper price. You're targeting a wider audience instead of cutting it off. So this is what we're going to be building. We're going to need a home that pretty much matches that. I'm not going to get some $5 million home with a pool as my picture. I need to get a home that matches my market. If I'm in Lafayette, Louisiana, do you guys think I'm going to be putting freaking mountains behind me? Like a Colorado home or a California home? So you do need to use a home that at least it resembles your market. Maybe one of your prior listings, maybe you can use someone else's, maybe even your own home. Maybe you can find something online, but you got to use a picture that resembles it. I'm telling you, the picture sometimes is what makes my ads. All right, let's hop back over here to what we're building. So let's see, I still have that one photo? Give me 1 second. All right, so I've already uploaded this. And if you needed to upload a photo, here's the upload button. But this is my picture I'm going to use. When it gets to this part, I always just stick with the original. Sometimes it's going to default to these ratios. I always go original across the board. Something new, I guess a few months ago they started with this. It kind of optimizes the ad. It might add some brightness, or it even puts some music on it. It might even make it into a slideshow. I haven't been turning on all optimizations because sometimes Facebook, depending on your picture quality, it'll tell you what it'll optimize for. So I leave this on, the standard enhancements, just leave it turned on and we'll hit done. Okay, so I have my picture for my ad, but I need my ad copy. So that cheat sheet I gave y'all, this is where it's going to come in handy. I'm going to be copying and pasting from it. It's on my other screen right now, but it's going to be as easy as this if you're building it. So let's copy, scroll down a little bit. Primary text, this is what's going to show above my ad. Now you can change the emoji, or you could go with a different emoji. I'm just telling you, I use that heart with different colors just all around the country. It's been working. Now, I'm not going to use the same price. I might want to change that to $250 plus, but it does already say Lafayette Parish for me. So do note the things that y'all would probably need to change if you're going to try to build this is going to be your price range and your market. Those are going to be 2 things. And if you're wondering how I bolded this little cheat, it's called Yay Text. I'll put this in Zoom chat. It'll also be in the description on YouTube whenever we post that on Monday. But this is called Yay Text. You can make it nice little boldings, post on Instagram and Facebook. That's how they do that. So let's hop back into my ad manager. And again, let's say I'm going to go 250 and I'm going to keep Lafayette Parish, but let's make this 250. $sign 250K plus. Note, these are the different ways I can have it bolded or italicized. Luke, I'm going to be dropping the links again at the end of this and get you guys the cheat sheet. All right. All right, copy. Let's go back over here to our ad, and then I can paste over that 250. Now, if I was in a different market, I know this one already says Lafayette Parish, but you would just be doing the same thing on Yay Text if you guys wanted to take your ad to the next level. All right, this does make it stand out a little bit more. I mean, if I wanted to do New Orleans, I could just put in New Orleans, right? But I'm going to keep Lafayette for right now. All right, and then check out the incentives. This should be going behind it. Looks like it pasted weird, so make sure you backspace that. And then tap the Learn More button to get free instant access. Okay, that's my primary text up here at the top. The headline is what's going to show up next to this button. So on my cheat sheet, I have the headline. Let's copy and paste that. And again, it already says Lafayette Parish. So if I was doing a different market like New Orleans, I would have put New Orleans right here. But I am doing a different price range. So let me backspace and do a different price. Okay. Last thing I want to do is my description. Copy and paste from the cheat sheet. Now you would want to change that, right? If I was doing New Orleans, I would put New Orleans, but you know, this one turns out I'm doing Lafayette Parish anyways. People don't like to sign up. They don't like that word. So my call to action right here, we're going to change that to learn more. Yes, there's different ones you can do for this, but just use learn more. Trust me. Okay. Now we have made our ad. We got to make our lead form now. But the ad looks pretty good, right? I could even go to advanced preview to see how this thing's going to look in all the different places on Facebook and Instagram. The stories, the reels, the news feeds, the explore, the marketplace. I mean, the ad, you can kind of see for that $1, I'm about to be able to show up all over the place with this. $1 a day. Okay. Form. Create form. Continue. Again, stay organized. This is going to help you. This is my free list. 250K plus. Lafayette Parish. I always go into the settings and I make this open. By doing it, it allows people to comment, tag, and share your ad. Okay, intro. Use the image from your ad. Just keep it right there. That means your form will always use the image in your ad. So if you do split tests, if you do different pictures down the road, you don't have to keep changing your form. Your form will just automatically change. Okay, the headline. Again, your cheat sheet has this. It's under the free list lead form variation. So I'm going to copy the headline, paste it over here. I would be changing that Lafayette Parish to whatever your market area is that you're doing. Now the paragraph, again, cheat sheet, let's copy and paste over. You're saying tap next below to get free instant access. Okay. You could be done if you wanted to. You don't even have to ask questions. But me personally, that's too easy for someone to see this, hit next, and then they're going to be able to go see the free list of homes. I want to get a little bit more out of them. So let's ask them a couple questions. When I tap questions right here, I can add a question. We want to do a multiple choice. The cheat sheet has your questions and answers. Let's do the first one. Current living situation. Want to know if you're a homeowner, or are you a renter, or is it other? And look at my form. You see how it's building out right now? Okay, let's add my second question. Current moving time frame. ASAP. 6 months. 6 to 12 months. Unsure. All right. So got my headline on my form, got my description, and I just added my 2 questions. All of this came from my cheat sheet, just copying and pasting it over. Okay, the pre-fill spot. Let me get to this. So after they answer those 2 questions and tap the next button, they're going to get to where we get their contact info. Remember, I'm telling you, I have around a 90 to 95% accuracy on people's names, their emails, and their phone numbers lining up and just being correct. These are pretty accurate leads for how cheap they are. Now, your description, whenever you're going to ask for their name, email, and phone number. Let's see. It's going to be the same thing that you just put on the last description. Tap next below to get free instant access, except you want to switch this up on how they're going to fill it out. You want to go full name first, and you want to add a category because the phone number ain't in here. So contact fields, phone number, and make sure the phone number is the last one. You can drag and drop. So name, email, number. Privacy policy. Everybody has one if you have a website. I'm telling you that. If you have a website, you have a privacy policy. I'm just going to grab one of the agents I work with. Here's her website. Usually 9 out of 10 times your privacy policy, just scroll to the bottom of your page. It's in the footer. Just scroll to the bottom of your main page on your website. You're probably going to see privacy policy. Click on it. Copy your URL. Let's go back over here into my ad. Paste the link. Now, link text, I always just type in privacy policy right here. Okay, you do not need to do a disclaimer. And your message for the leads. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Copy and paste. So I'm leaving the headline the same. Thanks, you're all set, except right here. You can access all Lafayette homes starting at, and I'll put 250, right? So again, you would want to change your market area, whatever the price range it was that you were doing. You would want to change that right here as well. And then now you need to get your link. So this is where it gets different. I don't know how many of you guys use KV Core, Chime, Top Producer, Lions Desk, KW Command. I mean, there's so many different CRMs. But I do know everybody has a website. So be a little ethical on this. I mean, if you're telling them homes 250 plus and they fill out your form and they do want to go to your website after filling out the form, let's give them the right link. So let me just go back to Brandy's website. Usually the easiest way probably to show you, because I don't know what CRM you guys are using or website. I'm just going to filter for homes 250 plus right here. So let's go to search. More filters. We said 250. I'm gonna make sure it's single family homes only. And I'll just leave it like that. So 250 plus, and oops, let me actually put Lafayette. Okay, let's apply it. So this is gonna be the link if they really do fill it out, right? Free list of home deals, 250K plus in Lafayette Parish. They fill it out. I'm not lying to them. They'll at least be able to go see all those homes. Here's their free list of homes. Let's take that URL. And this is going to be my link. And you can change what the button says, view website. So you could say view website now or view homes now. And I'm going to publish that. Okay, let's look at this whole campaign again. Oops, let me name it again, stay organized. So I'll say this is pick one, 250K plus, just in case I try different variations. And don't worry, this recording is going to be on our YouTube page on next Monday. And again, all the links are going to be posted after. Okay, before I publish this though, let's just recap it. There's 3 levels to the Facebook campaign. There is the campaign level itself, right? I named it lead form. It's going to be my free list ones. I had to make sure it's a housing ad, and that was it we did for that level. The next level was the ad set level. This is where I picked out my geo-targeting, the 15-mile radius. This is also where I set it to $1 a day, and where we picked our audience, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, etc. The third thing we did was build the ad, right? I used my cheat sheet. I copied and pasted everything over. I matched the home with basically what I'm saying. And then I built the form. Now, I'm going to hit publish. Usually these take like an hour and they go live if you got it all set up correctly. And I'm just going to turn it off because that is just a test for right now. So let me turn mine off. But if I go back to the campaign level, you guys would have this turned on. It would probably say processing, and it would be going live within an hour. Now, let me show you something to take it to the next level, because like I just said, look at Lori right here. She's getting around 276 a lead in the last 30 days. Top right, you can look at my time frame. I'm just looking at the data from the last 30 days, getting 276 a lead, and that fluctuates. Sometimes it's in the dollar, sometimes it's less. But these 11 leads, I don't want to always have to come in here and download them. Watch, you would have to go to the ad level. It's got this little download button. You would have to do a CSV, and it's like, who wants to do all that? If you ever heard of Zapier, that's what I like to use. Go to Zapier.com. We'll put this in Zoom chat. This will be in the YouTube description too. But Zapier is a way to shoot those leads right into the CRM that you're using. Okay, so this is my Zap account. And let's go to create a Zap. We're going to make one. Now, to use the Facebook lead ads, you are going to need the subscription for Zapier in order to get these lead forms to shoot into whatever CRM you're using. But the first step in your Zap is going to be Facebook lead ads. So let's type in Facebook, and there it is, lead ads. It does have premium next to it. That's why I said you would have to pay a subscription to Zapier in order to make this automated. Okay, choose my event. I'm going to do a new lead. Continue. Choose my account. So I've already connected my Facebook account. All you would have to do is just hit connect. It automatically would connect to your Facebook ad account. Continue. The page, this is where you would find your Facebook business page. So let's just stay on track since I was doing Lori's. Now the form, it's saying the Facebook campaign that you made in your ad account, what form do you want to shoot those leads into? Or from, I guess I would say. And remember, this is why I named it. I named my form free list 250K plus Lafayette Parish. So let's select that. Continue. I can test the trigger to make sure it's working, the form's working, etc. Looks like it's working. Let's hit continue. This is where your CRM. If you got KV Core, well, guess what? Type in KV Core, you'll see you can shoot your leads in there. If you got KW Command with Keller Williams, there's KW Command. If you got Chime, here's Chime. If you got Sync, here's Sync. If you got Wise Agent, here's Wise Agent. I'm telling you, not every single CRM, but there's just about most. You can connect with Zapier and you can shoot your leads right into your database. I'm going to use KV Core as my example. So what I want to do is I want to create a new lead. Now I need to set up my KV Core account. That's all this is. So you would sync your CRM, whichever one you're using, you would just set it up for this step. Okay, my setup action. How do I want it to go into my CRM? That's all this part is. So the first name, you would put the full name right here. For lead type, I would like these to maybe come in as buyers. Email, match the email field. Phone number, match the phone number field. Remember, this is what they're answering on the lead form. They'll come in as a new lead status for me in KV Core. I'm leaving all this the same. Source can stay like that. Everything else can stay like that. I just want to get down here to maybe my notes to let me know where this came from. So free list, 250K plus, Lafayette Parish. And I'll put some of the data in here. So their name, email, phone number. Maybe I go to show all options and I also make sure that I got the answers to the questions, right? So when I scroll down, you'll see those questions: current living situation and moving time frame. If you're gonna use these, make sure you do not select the stuff that says raw. It's got raw name, raw email, raw number. Don't use any of the ones that say raw. Same with the questions. So I'm going to use this one, current living situation. And let's get the other question, which was the time frame. Good. And then hashtags are also pretty cool, especially at least in KV Core, Chime, a lot of CRMs, because maybe based on if they tell me they're a homeowner or a renter, I might have specific campaigns that trigger texts and emails, drip campaigns, right? Smart plans, whatever you're using. Why not leverage the answers that they put into a drip campaign to even get better responses? So my tag, let's see, I want to do that first question. So there's that current living situation. And if you're doing multiple tags, read this right here. It's telling you to put a pipe symbol. So if you're using KV Core and you want to bring your leads in there, you want to do a pipe symbol when you're setting up your Zapier for multiple hashtags. So let me get that other question, which was the time frame. Okay. And maybe I'll put another hashtag just to let me know that this is my free list 250K. Okay. So what I just set up in Zap was my Facebook lead ads. When there's any new lead that comes from my ad account, comes from my business page, from the form that I created, the 250K plus, I'm saying that I want those new leads to shoot into my CRM, which I'm using KV Core. And in KV Core, what it's going to do, it's going to create a new contact. And that's why I chose my KV Core account. I set it up how it's going to go into KV Core. And then I can hit continue. To make sure you did this right, you would want to click on test action. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to shoot this into one of my agents' CRMs and confuse them. But you want to hit test action because if you do that, you would have a little test lead shoot into your database. If a test lead did not shoot into your database, then you did not do this correctly. All right. So I'll skip it and then I could publish this Zap. Turn it on. And maybe the last thing I do is title it. I'm big on that. So I don't want to leave it as an untitled Zap. Maybe I'll call this my Lori K free list Parish 250K plus. All right. And now I just created my Zap. Because I did this, let me show you, at least in KV Core, and you can probably do this in different CRMs. For sure, you can shoot them into your CRM, but what I like to do is have them all on a greeting campaign. These leads that you're seeing right here that I'm going to start selecting, these are the hashtags below them. Notice the ones that say renting or other, or this one up here that says homeowner unsure. Where do y'all think that's coming from? It's coming right from my ad, right? It's coming right from my lead form. So these leads are shooting into my database with these answers to the questions. And because of that, I can set up certain things like greeting campaigns. I'm big on that. Let me click on this lead. Let's see if we can find like an example. So this is a lead from 3 months ago. I'm going to scroll down to just see how everything happened with it. On October 13th, they signed up on my Facebook lead form. They said they're a homeowner looking in 1 to 6 months. But look what also happened on October 13th when they came in. This in KV Core, it's called campaigns, and yours, it might be called action plans, smart plans. It's a drip. It's text and emails that are going out, but mine has a specific purpose. If I don't know who this person is and I've never spoken to them, I'm just trying to get them to respond at first. I'm not trying to waste my time calling, etc. I would love to have a heavy text and email campaign that's doing this right here, just trying to get a response from the person. And you can see I did, right? Right off the bat. And in 1 minute from when they got the lead from Facebook, it shot into the KV Core. It triggered her greeting campaign. And here the person is saying, yeah, Lori, that's a good address for her. So what I'm showing you is, for sure, I want you to be able to build one of these Facebook lead ads in the lead form. But if you do that, and even if you're successful and you get them cheap and you're getting a bunch of leads, what's the point of that if you have to sit here and click download and manually add them every time or call them from there? Try to leverage your database or your CRM, whatever you're using, and set up a Zap. Right? Zap those leads that are coming in straight into your database, because it's speed the lead. And if you ain't got time to call every one of them, you need to have some type of drip campaign with its objective to get a response at first. Okay. Let me, 1 second. What I really love about these, if you guys can get this down to where you're happy with the cost per lead, anywhere from maybe $1, and it could be maybe $3 to $4 per lead, depending on your market. That's at least what I like to see. But when you're happy with it, if it's set up for $1 a day, this $30 a month, trust me, you ain't gonna spend any more, you ain't gonna spend any less. It's always gonna spend that $1 a day. You could just let this run all year long. As long as you monitor it, maybe check in on it once a month, make sure the cost per lead in the last 30 days, it's nothing too crazy. But as long as you're happy with that, you never need to change this thing. Literally. Sometimes I can get away with running the same picture with the same ad for almost an entire year before I just have to change the picture. Not my copyright, just the picture. That's why it's pretty cool if you get a lead flow going, get a strategy for it, have it going in your database, have campaigns set up that are even going to these people. I mean, it's a lead flow that's working for itself for $30 a month. You ain't going to really find much else out there for that price for accurate leads. TC, I mean, I have a lot of campaigns in my mastermind. I guess I could show you that really quick. This was a part of the link that Max was putting in Zoom chat. You'll see the beta mastermind. Got around 50 people in here. There's Chime users, mostly KV Core users, but every single week, we got 2 different Zooms that we meet at. We got monthly topics, recordings, the campaigns you're talking about. I got around 20 plus campaigns over here with the codes that you can copy and paste. But there is KV Core default ones you could use in there. But yeah, if you're interested in this, it's only $49 a month, got 100+ hours of content. We're always keeping it updated. You can email me if you got any questions on it, or you can tap on the link in Zoom chat.